Hello, Keto family, welcome back. Today we're going to be making a low carb mushroom gravy. If this is your first time with us, don't forget, hit the subscribe button down below and the bell icon so you don't miss upcoming videos. Let's get started, guys. Alright guys and gals, before we get started, keep in mind that everything I'm using today will be listed down in the description below, and then at the end of the video will be a macro breakdown for you so you know what to expect when you eat this gravy. Let's get started with this, okay? Alright, first off, I've already got my pan heated up over medium heat here. We're going to add a tablespoon of butter to it. You can use any cooking oil that you prefer. I like the butter in this recipe, but you can use avocado oil, olive oil, even coconut oil, whatever you prefer. I'll give that just a second to melt down. Alright, and to that melted butter, we're going to add, I've got one shallot here, finely chopped. You can adjust this to more or less as you like, but I love the taste of shallots, so I'm adding a whole one to it, but you can add a little bit less if you want. We're just going to saute that for just a minute. We don't want it to cook too much, we just want to get a little bit translucent, so it'll probably just take about a minute. Alright, so I gave those a minute, they're nice and translucent. Now I'm going to be adding sliced mushrooms. I've got an 8-ounce package of baby bellas here. Once again, you can use whatever mushrooms you prefer. I like the way bellas cook up, but you can use white button mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms, whatever mushrooms you prefer, or what you have on hand. We're going to let these cook for just a minute. Alright, so these mushrooms are just right. It's taking about 5 minutes, but I want to cook them down till they're a little bit nice and tender. And now I'm going to add, I got 1 ounce of white cooking wine. It comes out to be just a little bit more than 2 tablespoons. We're going to add that in, and we're going to let that cook till it cooks down to almost evaporated. Alright, so now most of that wine has cooked out, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a half a cup of heavy whipping cream. And then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. By the way, since my last video, I did look that up. Now we're going to bring that liquid to a boil and let it simmer for a few minutes. Alright, so that started boiling. I turned the heat down, and now we're just going to wait for it to start thickening up a little bit. Alright, so it's been about 3 minutes, and this has started to thicken up nicely. I'm going to continue to let that simmer, and I'm going to add some seasonings to it. Really, this is a salt and pepper to taste kind of thing. In here I have a half a teaspoon of pink Himalayan sea salt. I have a half a teaspoon of no salt. If you've seen any of my other videos, you've probably seen I like no salt for the potassium content that it has. And then I also have a teaspoon of Mrs. Dash. This is the onion and herb version of Mrs. Dash. But again, you can season this to your taste. This is just what I like in it. It comes out really good every time. We're going to stir that in and let it continue to simmer for a few more minutes. This is looking great. So this has been simmering for a total of about 5 minutes now, and it looks absolutely wonderful. If you want your gravy a little bit thicker, you can sprinkle in a little bit of xanthan gum or guar gum. I wouldn't do too much. I would say maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon, max 1/4 teaspoon. But looking at this, I don't think it needs it in my opinion, but that's just in case you want yours to be a little bit thicker. Other than that, this is done. Alright guys, thanks for joining me today. Please remember to give me a thumbs up down below. And don't forget, you can share this with anybody that you know that can use a great low carb mushroom gravy recipe. Until next time guys, bye.